This is another video here on odd note groupings. So in the first video I just kind of went over how to get to grips with them and internalize and just kind of, starting off feeling them out. And what I'm going to do now is look at kind of ways you can apply these in a practical musical context. Examples I'm going to look at here are all going to be 3-string sweeping patterns using the different note groupings. So I'll do the same thing as I did before, do 1 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and then 1 and 8 as well. Tie them all together. First one here, just a group of 4. Just to go over the picking quickly, I'm just doing a down, 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 up, down, 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 up. You could hammer on here from the 12 to the 15. I quite like doing it up because it kind of gets my pick ready for the downstroke again on the G. Next up is a group of 5. Quick look at the picking. I'm just doing a hammer on from the 12 to the 14. So I'm playing a down on 12, hammer to the 14, then down on the 13, down on the 12, up on the 15. Again, you could hammer that if you wanted, but I'm going down, hammer, down, down, up. Following this, we've got a group of 6. So look at the picking there, I'm doing a down, 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 up, pull off, up, up. So it kind of turns around because the first I'm starting on a down and then every other time when I come to the G it's going to be an up. And here we've got a group of 7. The picking I'm doing there, down, hammer on, down, down, then up, pull off, then I'm doing an up, and then I'm just going to do an up here again, up on the G. You don't have to do an upstroke on the G, you could go downs, but I thought I'd just highlight kind of what I'm doing to make it a bit clearer. And finally, we've got a group of 8th notes. For the picking, what I've got there is a down hammer on the 12 to 14, down 13, down 12, up on the 15, pull off to the 12, up on the 13, up on the 14, and then I'm just starting with the down again, the G. Cool, so now that we've gone through all of them, what I'm going to do is play them back to back. So I'll start off with 4 notes, then go to 5, then go to 6, 7 and 8, and then go back down to 7, 6, 5 and 4. Personally, there's something I just really like about arpeggios and odd groupings. I think for me arpeggios can often sound very kind of regimented and kind of rigid and kind of technical, whereas the odd grouping helps kind of bring out a much more kind of fluid, floaty side to them that you don't always hear. It can be really tricky transitioning in between them, and to be honest there's probably a few timing slips in that example I did there, but nothing too significant. What I would do is try and use the first kind of group of 4, so that bit I've circled up there. I'd use that to try and click in initially to the new kind of meter that you're playing in, just to give yourself a bit of time to adjust. When you get a bit more comfortable with that, try to think a bit ahead. So say when you're in the last repeat of the bar, try to start to think about the next grouping and how it's going to sound, what the notes are, how they're going to kind of feel against the backing rhythm. Cool, so hopefully, as always, this video has been of some use to you guys. I've shown you how odd groupings aren't just a kind of pointless technical thing to show off. You can kind of use them in a musical context. If you have found this useful, taking something away from it, please do consider to share, like, comment and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Cheers guys!